What's up? It's J-Bo. Welcome to the No Show. It's been a minute. I don't want to be here, neither do you, but we're here and we're doing it. And we got a guest today, our first guest ever on the No Show. One of my friends. He pours a hell of a beer, and he's a pretty funny guy. David Stickle.
Saw, dude. Yeah.
Is that what you're doing? Are we doing? Because you're in my phone. Can I tell you what you're in my phone as?
Sure.
David IXL.
David IXL. Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's kind of old
throwback.
at this point. Yeah.
Because you worked at a gym.
Yeah.
And I was there for another job at one point.
Yes.
But that's not how we met.
No.
We are going to tell the people how we met.
We will.
I think should we start out by telling people how we met?
That is, it's honestly, it's the No Show with J-Bo.
It's the No Show with J-Bo. Me and David met on Tinder, and now we're friends.
We're friends.
We're friends. We go to comedy shows. Well, we went to one.
One comedy show.
Who did we see?
Colin Quinn.
Colin Quinn. We saw Colin Quinn. Hilarious SNL stand-up. And how did you like the show?
I thought it was great.
I thought it was too.
Special's out now.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm going to plug his special.
You're plugging.
I'm here to plug Colin's
Let's
special.
plug Colin Quinn because he needs our help on the No Show.
Yes.
But yeah, we've been friends for feels like a decade now. And I think it almost might be.
It's 2015.
15, right?
Whoa.
What?
Nice.
Happy 10-year anniversary, man.
Wow. This is depressing.
I didn't realize that we were going to be celebrating something today, but here we are.
That's amazing.
So you just started getting into this stand-up thing. You're doing stand-up locally here in the Hudson Valley. How's it going?
It's going awesome. I think it's going awesome. It's hard to tell because I don't know what to expect, to be honest.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think I'm funny.
Now, you are a funny guy. Great personality.
Funny looking.
That's why. Well, I swiped because you were funny looking.
Yep.
Stayed because your personality is great.
Thank you so much.
Put that on your dating app.
That's great. That's why we're friends, by the way. Funny looking, but personality.
No. But when we first started talking in 2015, were you thinking about going into stand-up? I remember we did have a conversation about our favorite stand-up comedians because I talked about Chris DiStefano a lot at that point in my life.
Chrissy D.
Chrissy D. I still love him.
No, I mean, I've been a huge stand-up fan for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, this whole thing just started this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing shows. You're actually standing up. We're sitting down, but you do stand up.
Honestly, I might start sitting on stage.
Isn't it comfortable?
It's a very formal protest.
You're like, it's not stand up anymore. It's sit down comedy.
Yeah.
2024, here we are.
Snorlax.
Snorlax. You also work at the Krog representing.
Woo.
We love it. Krog in Rhinebeck.
Oh, yeah.
You've been there for a while now too, right?
Pandemic, 2020.
You started in the pandemic?
Yeah, the thing is, when the world shut down, alcohol did really well.
That shot up.
Yeah.
The world shot down and alcohol shot up.
Yeah. Shout out alcohol.
Shout out to alcohol. Got a lot of people through. I started drinking during COVID. Well, I never didn't start, but I started drinking the first 2 weeks. I had margaritas delivered to my door from Baja and Beacon. Amazing. They also were you bought 2 drinks, you get a free dessert. Okay. So I was getting churros to my house every other day. And I said, this is not healthy. So I stopped and then I started running.
Oh, okay.
So it worked, kind of.
Yeah. You go from churros and marks to just straight up running.
I said, this is not going to be good. This is going to be bad. But you know what? We're all thriving now. You're standing up. You're doing COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not doing COVID. What?
Sometimes I moonlight COVID.
You moonlight for COVID.
Yeah. I just, get it on the weekends here and there.
Honestly?
Yeah.
That's how it all should be.
Because I want to stay in.
We should have, there needs to be another lockdown. Just for, hear me out, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2-week lockdown again.
Okay.
And we all can get back on track.
Okay.
Because I've fallen off track.
Do you think that'll get you back into running?
Yes. More. If I had time. Because now I feel like I don't have time anymore. During COVID, I had all the time in the world. I could do whatever I want.
That's awesome.
Right?
I'm a big fan of this idea. Yeah.
Just close it down again.
Yeah.
I think there should be a mandatory close down every 3 months.
That sounds very European of you.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if that's accurate.
That's not. I mean, I don't know. As I wear my USA shirt.
Yeah.
There's too much historic stuff going on right now for me to even try to run a political campaign like that.
Yeah.
But I think it would work if anyone whoever's running, because I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Yeah, neither do I.
So this is a great idea. I'm pitching it to the candidates. Hey, 2-week shutdown every couple months just so people could reset. You'll win. 2024.
Think about it.
Right there. Think about it. Take your time. While you think about that, this is the No Show, David. And this is where I like to say no to things, because I think we all want to say. You said yes to this, which I really appreciate, but you could have said no.
I did, actually. My family was at gunpoint. You're very Italian about how you process things.
I know.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put the horn away. The Italian horn's gone. No, but like, I think everyone has that time in their life where they're like, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to go anyways. I'm going to have fun. We're going to do it. And I think now, because we're in July, we're almost halfway. 12. What's this? 7th month of the year. So we're a little over halfway. I failed math.
Where did you go to school again?
Spackington High School. It wasn't great.
Shout out.
Shout out. The math teacher sucked there. Just one in particular. The other math teachers are great. But we're halfway through the year. I think we need to cancel and say no to a bunch of things for the rest of the year.
Sure.
So my first thing, and I think you're helping me out here. We didn't set this up at all. Your shirt that you're wearing, Color Comforts?
Comfort Colors.
Comfort Colors.
Come to this studio. You get the name right. Okay.
This is a Comfort Color studio, 100%. These are both Comfort Color t-shirts. For the rest of 2024, I'm looking at you, world. No more regular dumb t-shirts. We're only doing Comfort Colors.
Facts.
Isn't that the most comfortable shirt you've ever worn your whole entire life?
Honestly, what makes me feel good about this,
tell me,
is that usually, this is a little precious note. Mm-hmm. Usually I'm a 2X in this.
Yeah.
1X.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Good for you.
I'm losing weight in this shirt. Yeah, it's amazing.
Who needs Ozempic when you have Comfort Colors?
Yeah, it's quite comforting.
That is, what's funny is that I get all these shirts extra big. So this is a huge 2X. I actually had to tie it in the back to make it a little small. But because it just it's so cozy.
Yeah.
Every shirt I saw this, I got influenced. TikTok.
Whoa. TikTok influenced you?
TikTok influenced me to buy this shirt.
Wow. Not America?
Well, I mean, that was part of it because I wanted to wear it for the 4th of July. I had a very specific time that I was going to wear. I was like, this is my 4th of July shirt. I'm going to wear bike shorts with it and I'm going to be super relaxed.
That's a choice.
It was a choice. I had a whole plan. Do you sell those shirts at the Krog?
I do, actually. I did all the new logos and designs. And
Dude.
I personally selected Comfort Colors for this.
Did you?
Yeah.
Look at this.
I know.
Same 2015. Since then, we've been on the same page, David.
Same page.
How much are you selling those shirts for? Serious question.
We don't talk about prices.
Well, I guess your family's gonna have to. I guess your family's gonna be at gunpoint again.
I'm open to negotiations.
Okay.
Small business, we do what we can.
Small business, negotiating.
Yep.
I'll be in contact with your Color Comfort people.
Your people call my people.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Number 2 for what we have to say no to for the rest of 2024, making dumb people famous. Because unless it's me, because I'm a dumb person and I'm not trying to be famous. I just want to have fun. But
I thought you weren't trying to be dumb.
I'm not trying to be dumb. That just happens naturally. You're familiar with Haktua Girl? Yeah,
big fan.
Do we know her first name?
No.
Haley Haktua. Haley Haktua. It would sound like it would be her name. Anyway, she's famous for the Haktua, spit on that thing.
You feel me?
Is that what she said at the end?
I think so.
David is very familiar with Haktua Girl in that video, apparently.
Yep.
But she went super viral. She started selling merch. She made $6 million off of hats, I think.
Really?
Maybe it was $60,000. Don't quote me on the $6 million, but she made a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Did you buy any of her merch? I'm
treating you like Twitter right now. I'm getting all of this information as we roll. I'm scrolling through. This is
what an honor.
Yeah. She made $6 million.
$6 million might be wrong.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's $60,000 in her first weekend when she was selling hats and t-shirts that said Haktua 2024.
That's amazing.
It's amazing. And it's a great idea. She ran with the whole thing and then she blew up. She was on stage with Zach Bryan. She did the revival because he has famous people come out and sing with him. Mm-hmm. And everyone freaked out. They're like, oh my God, Haktua Girl's here. There were a bunch of people wearing hats that said it. It made sense. But this past weekend, they had her on stage at some kind of rock festival down south. I'm pretty sure she's Southern. She's got an accent.
Sounds pretty Southern to me.
Haktua's Southern girl.
Yep.
She's in on some Haktua and all that. But she came out to this rock festival. Not came out, but came out on stage at the rock festival.
As one does.
And crickets. Nobody was having it. They hated her.
Question for you.
Okay.
Was it a Christian rock concert?
Oh, that is a good question. Because they definitely. Do you think the Christians are Haktuaing?
maybe not till marriage, or maybe that's an engagement thing. I didn't grow up with faith in my home.
Okay.
So I don't know.
It's more like Hallelujah. Pushing it.
I love that so much.
I think that is Haktua for the Christian community.
Either way, you're on your knees, right?
Haktua in the highest. You're not a Catholic kid, but that's Hosanna in the highest, Haktua in the highest.
We're figuring it out.
I like this. I think now we're the Haktuas of the Catholic Christian community.
I'm not going to take that name, but I don't want my face associated with Haktuing at all.
The Catholic Church comes after you.
It's not my pastime.
Why are you at war with the church? Well, I made a Haktua joke. But yeah, no more making random people like her famous, because then I remember she did like another podcast interview and they said, are you going to start a podcast? What are you going to do? What would she start a podcast about?
I hope there's video content.
That's what OnlyFans is for.
Hell yeah.
That's probably where she could make her money.
So if you told me she made $6 million doing that
would make sense.
I would not be surprised.
That's like the Catch Me Outside girl. When she turned 18, she started her OnlyFans and blew up. She had like $1 million in a weekend. Again, these numbers might not be accurate.
Again, I'm hearing all this.
But it's a lot. It's a lot. And she was like, I turned 18 and all these older guys started following me. She said it was really gross, but she still capitalized on it.
You got to take advantage of what God put you here for.
Yeah.
You know?
And God put her on this earth to shut down the Dr. Phil audience. Yeah. Because that's where that was. Do you remember that?
That was right before COVID too. What? So maybe she shut down the country as well.
She is a walking piece of COVID.
Yeah.
The Catch Me Outside girl. How about that?
That's why we had to stay inside and isolate.
Oh my God.
Because she was outside.
You put it all together.
I'm pretty sure I'm cracking this wide open.
I think this is why you're here. You're the mystery solver.
You're welcome, America.
I think we need to do also like a podcast where we take mysteries and you solve them.
That sounds great. Big Scooby-Doo fan.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Scooby Stickle.
Yeah, that's...
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow. If you need anyone to do your promo for like when you hit the road, when you're big, when you're like touring, a touring comedian, call me.
Definitely.
Because
that will be on a Comfort Color shirt at some point in time.
I'll pay top dollar for it. I just want to be the first one to have it.
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
Will. Yeah.
Cool. Can't wait for that.
I mean, you will pay top dollar.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. All right. I have to get paid. So everybody click on this video, please. Another thing we're canceling in 2024, I say canceling, but I mean saying no to, is dating apps. And I think this is you're the perfect guest to have, because we met on a dating app. We met on like the first real big one that blew up.
Yeah.
We were Tinder kids.
Whoa.
Isn't that weird?
Just kids back then.
We were just kids.
Tinder Kids sounds like a show on Nickelodeon that probably shouldn't be.
Let's work this out, because I think we can do something. Tinder Kids, or they're all kids of people who met on Tinder.
Okay, that's the PG way of doing that.
That is, right? You like that? You said Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Are you still on the apps?
No. I'm clean and free for 2 months.
2 months. Good for you.
Yeah, I relapsed like 6 or 7 times.
It's hard. The relapse on the dating apps, it happens a lot for me as well. I just deleted probably like a month or so ago.
Yeah.
So I'm also a month clean.
Yeah.
How do you feel without it?
Honestly, I feel dirty. I feel dirty without it.
I feel like, I don't know, because I feel like I just go on there now for like validation, but then I see the people I'm talking to, I'm like, they don't want to do anything. They don't want to hang out.
They don't want to do anything. I've got nobody ghosting me anymore, and that's really upsetting.
You want them to ghost you?
You know what? I just missed the opportunity, you know?
Yeah. The opportunity to ghost, because it feels kind of powerful.
Yeah. Now they just haunt me, you know, the mystery of what used to be.
What it could be.
Yeah.
Is this a haunting, or is this, what is this? It's like zombie.
It's not, I don't think it's a haunting, because like you've never been in my home and you've also just never left. So
yeah,
you know,
wait, I've been around.
Yeah, you've been around.
So I'm just like a annoying spirit, maybe.
Yeah, anytime I drive like towards Poughkeepsie, the ghost of J-Bo pops back up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, like I'm a town ghost. I'm trying to figure out what I would define myself as. Because I don't think we ghosted each other either.
No, we're clearly didn't.
Clearly did not.
This would be a way more interesting episode.
Imagine if we were both like mad, like talking it out.
A total villain arc.
Oh my
That'd
God.
be awesome.
Be like, oh, that David, the comedian.
Why didn't we do that?
And you know what? That would be like what I would tell. Because I don't know if it's different for guys. Do guys have like nicknames for girls when they're talking to them? Like, oh, that's Plant Girl.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
You're still saved in my phone as Jess in the morning.
Oh, shit. Throwback. Not a throwback, but really, I'm still Jess in the morning.
Yeah.
See, you were David IXL.
There we go. That's one job ago.
And then we did see, my job came to your job.
Yeah.
And I brought,
That's actually, I think, how we actually met.
Can we not? All right. Cut.
Yeah.
We didn't meet on Tinder. We met at the gym.
Did we actually cut?
No.
Okay.
Do you want us to?
I'm new to this. Sorry.
The lights, the recording. We could say cut and then be like, yeah, we cut.
And then
no, we're still recording.
No. Okay. So
we can keep that in.
We can keep it in.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Oh, shit. That was a good one.
Sorry about it.
That's why he's a comic.
That's not PG.
What? Because Tinder. So we met on Tinder, like we said. I think we went on a couple dates. We hung out.
We definitely went out twice.
We definitely went to a Yankee game.
This is a decade ago. We did go to a Yankee game.
We did go to a Yankee game. I think I had like
that.
free tickets for that. That's why I remember. I was like, this is cool. I'm like, oh, I have tickets.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was
a decade ago.
That was David Ortiz's last game at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, shoot.
Whoa.
See, you remember it now.
Yeah, memory of an
It's all coming back.
In the body of one, too.
The thing is, like, I love elephants, but I'll never wear one because I don't want people to be like you look like an elephant.
You'll never wear its skin?
Not its skin. I definitely won't wear its skin. I'm all about not attacking elephants, but like a picture of one or like a little charm. I think they're so cute.
They are cute.
They
I
are.
don't think gray is your color, so don't wear it.
Is this comfort color? I forgot what the name. Oh, I think it's like watermelon. This is definitely my color.
Yes.
That gray is your color, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
I've been told green. Yeah.
Do you have a comfort color green? I do have a comfort color green at home. It's a Lake George sweatshirt.
Out of protest, I've not worn green.
Because someone told you.
Yeah. Don't tell me what to wear.
Was it a match on an app that told you that?
No, it was actually a member at the gym.
Full circle.
Can I tell a little story here?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm working front desk at the gym, and this is before management or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
This woman comes in and she introduces herself, and she's like, "Whoa, you have a big red aura."
Oh.
And I am young at this point.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what? I'm like feeling my face.
It's a big red aura.
Yeah, big red aura. Sorry about it. But she told me never to wear red.
Okay. Did you have red on at the time?
Yeah, I was wearing a red logoed shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yeah, you should never wear red. And she's like, green's your color. And I'm like, I'm never going to wear green. No,
yeah.
Thank you. Sorry.
I mean, she came in hot with it. Like, it felt insulting.
It felt very insulting.
You have a big red aura.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're saying no to that lady this year, too.
Yeah. No to the big red aura lady. Mm-hmm. Fuck her.
Yeah. Well,
that was mean. Well,
maybe
big red with your big red aura.
She wasn't unattractive. I was very insulted, but she was not unattractive. And there's so much you can get away with.
Yeah.
But yeah, telling me what color to wear.
The other day I had to work an event for the radio station, and I was out, and people just hear your voice. They don't see you all the time. With social media, it's easier to see like people on the radio now. Totally. But I was working an event at a winery, and this woman came up to the tent, and she goes, "Oh, is Jess here?" And I said, "That's me." And she goes. And I said, "Hi." And she's like, "Not what I expected."
What?
I didn't know if I should be offended.
Let's unpack this.
Let's unpack it.
How do we feel about it?
I didn't know if I should. I laughed because I'm like, that's a fucking hilarious reaction. Okay. She said, "Not what I expected." I was like, "Oh." And then she said to her daughter, she's like, "This is Jess." She's like, "I don't listen to the radio." I said, "All right, I get it. Relax. You guys insulted me twice now."
She's not 70 years old, so obviously she's not
exactly. The mom was 70 years old. She was a little older. She's like, the way she just went, oh. And she like tilted her head. I think I had a big red aura moment there where I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's
yeah, I know. I have the perfect face for radio. That's why I did the job.
I don't know how I would feel about that. Do you think she just thought you were older?
I don't know. Sometimes, like, I think people have seen me when I first started and I was blonde. When we started hanging out, I was definitely blonde.
You are actually right. Holy cow. Yeah.
I was very blonde, and it was someone saw pictures of me when I was blonde. And they're like, never do that again. I was like, I don't plan on it.
I thought it worked for you.
Thank you. See, it worked at that time.
It worked at the time.
See, but yeah. So, I mean, big red aura, not what I expected. We both have been insulted at our other places of work.
That sucks.
It does suck. But back to the dating apps. We met on Tinder.
Yes.
I'm going to keep reinforcing that. What apps were you on that you've just recently deleted, if you don't mind me asking?
Of course.
I don't want to like be
share stuff.
Share
I was on Hinge recently.
Okay.
That's the only one I actually believe in still.
Hinge?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Well, Tinder is all about the sex.
Right.
And being in my mid 30s, I don't believe I should be on an app just for the sex.
Right. I agree.
Yes.
And I also think Tinder gets a bad rep. I think that they're starting to like try to turn the page. I went back on it because I did see that they did a whole push about like, we're not just a hookup app. One of my best friends met her husband on Tinder. They're married. They have a house. They have kids. Like, I'm like, it worked for them.
Yeah.
It worked at some point. It works for other people. But I understand it still has that stigma. It has a big red aura of being a hookup app.
Big red aura. And their new CEO, Bob Seger, who's trying to turn the page, really, they're doing an effort from what I hear. This is my Twitter feed. You're amazing at it.
It is a Twitter feed.
But yeah, I can't get over it. You know, I see too many of the kiddos on there. And,
yes.
You know, it's just tough.
It's a very young
really
app.
Tough.
But Hinge was it working? Like, were you going on dates? Were you meeting people at all?
Hinge is fantastic. It's great for having a conversation that lasts 3 days.
Yes.
Which is great. It's great for me. It's perfect for what I'm trying to do.
But also it probably makes for good content for stand up.
Yes.
Have you ever had any like weird psychos besides me?
Yeah, actually, you're violating 3 restraining orders right now.
I got him here.
Yeah. I was told I was going to meet my father here. This is not what I was expecting.
I'm your dad.
Yeah.
I'm your dad, Hawktua.
Yeah, she greeted me with a mustache. I bought it. And then she took it off and I was like, who is this? And then I remember.
Hello, it's me.
You were blonde before.
That's what tricked you.
Yeah. Crazy apps. Stories.
Yeah, crazy app stories. Any weird like interactions?
So many. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of one off the top of my head. This is actually this one was my fault.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
He's taking.
Yeah.
This is healthy. This is very healthy.
Sure.
Good for you.
I'm a man of fitness.
Yeah. David IXL.
A crazy story I had was I went out with this girl and she met me at a bar. We were in Kingston, New York, and we were sitting at the first bar.
Okay.
And while we were talking, this gentleman, first time, never have I ever had somebody insert themselves between us and start hitting on the girl in front of me. Right? So new scenario for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like, oh, okay. A little taken aback. I'm processing the moment. I'm like, okay.
As one does.
And as one does. And she was very polite. She said, hey, I'm actually here on a date, you know. And he's like, oh, my bad. And he walks away. So we finish our drinks. She just want to go check out another spot. I'm like, yeah, sure. So we go around the corner to another spot. And never have I ever had that happen to me. It happened twice in the same night.
No fucking way.
A different guy. And also just like, you know, I lift weights. These gentlemen were getting progressively smaller.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So same thing. She's like, oh, we're on a little thing right now. Please see yourself out of it. I'm like, okay.
That's nice of her. That was good.
She handled it so well.
Yeah.
We go to a third bar.
Shut the fuck up.
We're sitting at the corner of the bar. Our legs are woven. This is a visual thing, but I'm going to try and describe this. Our legs are woven in between each other. We're at the corner of a bar. It's super cute.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Honestly, I feel like I'm crushing this date.
Yeah.
Super insecure at this time, though.
After 2 times.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So our legs are woven in. And third time, and it had never happened to me before or since this, a gentleman leans in to the point where his like shoulder is brushing into my chest.
Into you?
Into me. And then he's looking at her and he goes, hey, sweet tattoos. And he does this whole thing. And this guy is tinier than the two before.
Wow. They got progressively smaller?
Progressively smaller.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, do I give gay best friend vibes? Like, what is going on here?
No.
Yeah. So I cried in my car.
Yep. Well,
yeah.
I would definitely shed a tear or two.
Yeah.
How did it end up? Like, obviously she seemed like a really nice girl. If she kept...
I couldn't perform. So insecure.
After that, it was just like, sorry.
I literally cried in my car. Like, I gotta go process this.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Guys are fucking nuts.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
See, but look they're so, and this is a female perspective, is they're so ready to like go and up to a girl in public and, you know, hit on them, try to get their number. But then on these apps, they're wasting my time. And that's what it feels like. And that's why I deleted them. Cause I'm like, okay, we could talk. And I was on Bumble, and guys can message now first on Bumble. I don't know if you're familiar with this new update. Yes.
Oh, that's why I was going to talk shit about Bumble.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. It's a new thing. I don't know. I think a couple months ago it happened, and guys have the opportunity to talk first now, which is great. It's awesome. But I have no problem being the first one to message. I don't mind that. But there was a guy, and he just started talking to me, and it immediately went sexual. And I was like, what am I supposed to do here? I was like, I don't want it. This is not Tinder.
What was the transition line?
Wait,
Do you remember?
Now I wish I didn't delete the app.
Yeah.
It was something. He sent one of the, you know, the purple emoji with the devil horns.
Yes.
Yeah. He sent that to something that I said that was very much not sexual. And but he made it sexual. And I was like, oh.
That's how you interpreted that.
Well, then he was like, oh, fuck. I wish I remembered what he said. It was something about the size.
It'd be different if he was like, you were like, we should go out sometime. And he's like, I'd like to go in sometime. You know, something like that.
There have been some cringy where it's just like, well, I'm just here to hook up. And I'm like, your thing says that you're looking for a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Throws me for a loop.
Well, you know, my advice, and here's the thing, you have to lie on these things. So
really?
Yes, because
I'm being too honest.
Huh?
I'm being too honest on there. I'm like, I just want to date someone. I want to do fun stuff.
I'm speaking from a dude's perspective.
Okay, I need to hear it.
You have to lie.
Lay it on me.
Because one, if you're 5'11" or 5'5", you have to say you're 6 feet. There's like, you're not even going to see 80% of the market if you are because you're ruled out.
I think I put the height thing. I think I have the option to do that. I think at like 5'10", because I'm 5'6". I'm like kind of tall.
Yeah, well, you're a good person.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to discriminate, because obviously nothing's working. I can't fucking find anyone on these apps, at least.
The victims in this situation are women that are 6 feet or taller. Because they're now competing with women that are like 5'5" or 5'2" or whatever.
Yep.
And all these like, you know, behemoth men are getting taken.
I saw a video where this woman, it was a TikTok video because I'm all over TikTok all the time. But this woman was saying she's like 6 something and her husband's shorter than her. And she was just like, this is perfect for me. I don't want another tall guy. I want to be short. I want him to be short.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah. She can go up.
What
on him.
if
that doesn't even work?
Yeah, she can't. It could work.
I guess.
I don't know. I don't want to. I'm trying to. The visual is weird. Are you into? Yeah. Cut in a visual of a woman going up on a man.
Up.
Wait, what? A taller woman. Would you be into like someone who's taller than you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm down for that.
Down for that. Up for that.
I once went out with a girl who was just bigger than me. When I say that, like her cranium was bigger than mine.
Her head?
Yeah, her head, her hands, just everything.
Really? And she was just like.
Yeah, and I just saw like Division I children. That's all. I was like, this is a girl I'm gonna do that.
We're gonna have kids
Yeah.
that make it to the Olympics.
Yeah, she was seeing like first date, probably red flags, and I was seeing The Blind Side. You know, I'm like Michael, or we can make this work.
Michael, I love that movie. It's
a great movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, you know.
So green flags on a date for you is if the girl's taller.
No, it's just great.
It's green flag.
Yeah, green flags is if she's not crying when she gets there. You know, that's usually a green flag.
Why are you so sad? I don't want to talk about it.
I had this is like one of my last first dates, and this was like almost a year ago.
Okay.
the woman was just in a really great place. I was so happy.
You were?
Yes.
Okay.
And then, you know, I sit down with her at dinner and she goes, so, you know, why do you want to date women? You know? And I'm just like, well, I'm in a really happy place right now. I feel very healthy. Everything feels really good. Da, 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 da. And she goes, so why do you want to date? And I'm like,
what?
I want to share that with somebody. She proceeded to ruin my life.
Of
but,
course.
you know, it was, you know.
It's always that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. She was great. You know, miss you.
Call him back.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
She's blocked.
Is your block list long?
One person. That person.
Really?
Yeah. Other than like spam or
Yeah,
whatever.
of course.
You know,
we're talking
that.
humans who have freaked you out or have done something so bad that they got to go on that block list.
Yep. That's
one person.
That person.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually when I get the 2 sexual conversations before we even meet, I put them on the block list. I don't even meet them.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is creepy. I'm like, I don't want it. Leave me alone. Well, I want to see how long my block list is. I'm gonna look it up.
At this open mic, I'm gonna do a whole set on Ted Bundy.
What about it?
Did you know?
I love a Ted Bundy. Do you know? Tell me.
Did you know that Ted Bundy worked for a suicide prevention hotline?
No.
That is a fact.
How many people died on his watch?
How many people did he save is the question. So he killed 36 women.
But yeah, because he was simply charming.
But he was working for a suicide prevention hotline in Seattle, which honestly, he may have saved hundreds. So I would like to think if you get a 3-to-1 ratio, you might still go down as a good guy.
I want to see his stats.
I would love
to see the stats. I can't find my block numbers. But speaking of Ted Bundy, I took forensics in high school, my senior year, because it was like, what's an elective you could take? And she was the best. Her name was Miss McCarran, the best forensics teacher in the whole entire world. And we did a whole thing about Ted Bundy. And she was like, Ted Bundy killed a bunch of women because he was simply charming. And she would always do that every time she talked about Ted Bundy. It was the weirdest thing.
Simply charming.
Simply charming.
Simply charming.
And then she like showed pictures. She's like, yeah, he was so handsome in the 70s. I'm like, that dude's fucking ugly. He was handsome when he was Zac Efron.
He could get it, dude.
He got it.
He did get it.
He
got
killed
all
it.
of it. Yeah.
He killed it.
Killing that.
He was killing that pussy. Yeah. No, he would get it, and then he was just like, let me help you with your bags.
I forgot we could swear.
Yeah, you wanted to say it so bad.
Yes, I almost said the B word.
But see, I said it, and I felt weird saying it.
Yeah, it does feel
I was like,
weird.
ooh, that's am I gross?
I'm used to talking to you like you're on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I'm censored.
Oh.
This is me uncensored.
Yeah. Also, your OnlyFans.
Don't tell me about my OnlyFans. That pays the bills.
I'm also learning about this for the first time.
I have 1 follower. It's weird.
Me?
Yeah. On OnlyFans.
I've not paid my subscription in a while.
It's a cheap subscription.
Is it?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
I heard a man told me once, a friend of mine, I'll say, that one person gets it and then they can take screenshots and send it to their friends.
That is true.
That's stopping me. How do you know?
Because I have friends. Jess, I have friends.
How do you know?
I'm an adult man that
has friends with OnlyFans.
The thing about OnlyFans, and this is also strings in the dating app. So like you can match with somebody on an app, right? And maybe you follow each other on Instagram, whatever, and they'll ghost you. It just happens as one does, right? Yeah. But eventually one day you go on Instagram and you see there in your stories, they got that green circle. And I was like, we're not close friends.
Are they trapping you?
And you click on it.
Yep.
And it's like, hey, follow this link. And I'm like, oh, I'm a customer now.
Is that how you do it?
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Because now I'm interested.
That's all I know so far.
Okay.
Yeah, that's as much research as I've done.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm under the impression that when like I see someone that I've matched with or that I talk to and it's a green circle, that they've put it for their special friends or whatever, but they've only put me on that list.
Whoa.
And they want to see, because I heard that girls do this, they want to see if the person that they like is looking at their story.
Oh, interesting.
Isn't that?
Yeah. I mean, I just check that for everybody. I'm like, I do it with tickets. I'm like, I posted this today. Who's seen it?
Who's looking at it?
And how many tickets have we sold?
Why?
Ashton, tell me how many tickets we've sold. 40 people have looked at this. I need more friends on Instagram.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, what's your Instagram handle? Tell everyone.
At David Farmy.
David Farmy.
Farmy.
What's the Farmy for?
I live on a farm.
I love that.
Yeah.
I want to tell the people you have a pig that you do voiceover work for.
He has since passed.
Oh,
I know.
What was your pig's name?
Remy. This hurts. This hurts
oh my God. A moment of silence for Remy, please. Big dog. I'm so sorry.
It's actually a pig.
Pig.
You insensitive
I am
prick.
so sorry. I'm an asshole.
Fucking dare you.
I have bacon in the car. Are you going to get a new pig?
We have 2 now.
2?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a family farm. So we have 2 pigs. It's Honey and Rosie.
Oh.
And they are also survivors of camps.
Wow.
Yeah, slaughter camps.
Slaughter camps.
Yeah, slaughter camps.
Rosie and who? And Holly? Honey.
Sweet rock band name.
Slaughter camps. What's up? We're slaughter camps.
Yeah.
We're Rosie and Honey from slaughter camps.
My mom doesn't love me.
This one's called air fryer. They just talk about like how bad cooking has gotten in the last couple of years.
Are you using your platform to put down air fryers right now?
No.
All the things going on in this world, and you're attacking Hawk Tua and air fryers?
I love air fryers. I had a love-hate relationship with my air fryer because it broke on me and I had to throw it away and I haven't gotten a new one.
Wow.
Because air fryers, great for single people. Single people,
yes,
like perfect meal size. At least the one that I had.
Yep.
But I think you need a bigger one.
All right. Great for single people. Need a bigger one. Broke on you and you haven't gotten a new one. Are we still talking about an air fryer or your vibrator?
That. If that doesn't get you to go to one of his shows, what are we doing here?
It certainly won't.
To David Stickle, stand-up comedy, David Farmy on Instagram. Any other socials you got?
That's it.
That's it?
That's all I'm
okay.
doing right
Any big shows coming up in like August?
You can catch me at Laugh It Up on August 23rd. I'm going to be opening for comic Nick Simmons. Follow him on Instagram too. He's way funnier, more jacked than I am, actually.
A Jack comedians. I like
Jack
this whole
comedians.
thing that you guys got going on.
We've been profiled. Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
The meathead comedians. Is that an insult?
A lot of meat on stage. Yeah.
But
miss you, Remy.
not Remy. Dave, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
For the first time.
Yeah.